Hi, my name is Sarah Bendorf. I am 26 years old, and I guess this is going to be kind of my video diary, follow along, expose, tell all corner. It's January in 2015. Today it's January 11th. I have lately been working on trying to lose weight, trying to eat healthier, trying to get, I can't really say back into shape because I really have never in my life been completely in shape. Like many of you probably watching this, I have my whole life gone back and forth between I'm eating okay, I'm doing better, I'm staying active, to going out and eating whatever I want and ballooning out. And I've tried diet after diet after diet and tried extreme things where I'll have extreme immediate results and get tons of compliments and then get really sick of what I've been doing, what I've been trying very quickly, and put all the weight plus some back on. My weight history, trying to keep it in short, basically I've always been kind of a bigger girl. In high school, I was one of the biggest people in my class. Graduated, moved from South Dakota to Seattle for college. In college, slowly added on weight year after year. I didn't do freshman 15, I did more like a freshman 25. Weight came on very quickly. I was trying to eat cheaply, and unfortunately eating cheaply means not really eating the healthiest. And then turned 21, was able to start going to bars and eating good bar food and things like that. When I was in when I was in college, I actually got married. My husband at the time really liked McDonald's, so there was that sort of food around a lot. Just continued to slowly build things up. When I was married, my husband was in the Navy. 1 year during a deployment, I actually was very adamant about I'm going to stick to the South Beach diet. And the South Beach diet is kind of like a mix of Atkins diet and the Zone diet and a couple other things. It's basically trying to eat more healthy, cut out the carbs, eat a lot of vegetables, and just fill your plate up with vegetables and eat as much greens as you want, but cut down on carbs, cut down on fat. And eating a salad for every meal may work for a couple months, but after a couple months you get sick of it. And this is how diets have always gone for me. If I ever stick to it longer than a few weeks, stick to it for a couple months, might get some good results, but it's an extreme thing. It's never something that I stick with for the rest of my life. So I might lose a good amount of weight. This year that I'm talking about was, I think it was 2009. I lost a total of 45 pounds, and I was right at 200 pounds. It was kind of a leveling point, I guess, that I got down to 200 pounds and was looking pretty good. I was a size 13. I was, a lot happier with myself, but then got sick of working out so hard every day, got sick of dieting every day. So, went back to my normal life, and my normal life is not a healthy life, so I gained all that weight back on. Then my marriage started failing and started eating a lot, getting my enjoyment in French fries. So the heaviest I was 2012, right when my marriage ended. I weighed 265 pounds. Shortly after my marriage ended, in April of 2012, I was in a really bad accident. And all my friends and family know about this accident, and I'm sure if I continue to do this video expose, whatever you want to call it, you'll hear more about the accident. But when I was in the hospital, I lost weight a lot because I wasn't eating. I wasn't really holding food down. I had no interest in eating when they brought me food. I had no appetite. I was kind of laying in a hospital bed for a couple months, just being a miserable wreck. And I went down from 265 pounds to 220 pounds in 3 months. And that's not healthy. I was excited about the weight loss, and everybody, once I started walking again, was saying, oh, you're looking so much better. But to lose that much weight in 3 months just because you're not eating anything, surprise, once I was out of the hospital and feeling a little bit better, I actually moved to Charleston, South Carolina right after that. And that's kind of the, delicious fried food capital of the world. Was excited to be doing better and had my appetite back, so I was eating and eating and eating and eating, and in 2012 I went from 265 pounds down to 220 pounds, right back to 265 pounds by the end of the year, and that was horrible. That was horrible, and this whole past 2 years actually, 2013, was kind of a fluctuation. I would lose a little bit, gain a little bit, kind of kept it steady, trying to eat a little bit healthier, but not really giving it much effort. So finally I decided, about late spring of 2014, that I was going to try and start doing things that I could actually do my whole life and stick to. And the biggest thing was just eating less food. Not necessarily, dieting beyond belief or any kind of Atkins or South Beach diet or anything like that. Just eating less. I like a big plate of food. If I have a big plate of food in front of me, I'll probably lick it clean. So that was this past year. I've just been focusing on eating less food. Another thing that I've done, and I've gone off and on sticking to it, not too terribly much, I was doing shakes as meal replacements, mostly for my lunch break, because that was my biggest downfall, was my lunch break at work. I don't like to pack lunches. Call me lazy, whatever. I don't like to pack lunches. I'm horrible at it. If I do pack a lunch, I'll forget it at home. So every day at work, I would go purchase some food somewhere. Not necessarily Burger King or McDonald's. I'm not a fan of fast food in general, but Subway or sandwiches, Firehouse, just in general, thinking of whatever. Chicken nuggets from somewhere tasty, just cheaper lunch, quick lunch, cheap food. And quick lunch, cheap food is not necessarily healthy. You may think Subway, oh, that's not that bad, but if you get a foot-long Subway sandwich and you load it with all the tasty condiments, it's not that great for you. But so I was cutting out my bad work lunch habit, and just by cutting out my bad work lunch habit, I actually went down from 265 pounds down to 235 pounds in 2014. And I was feeling pretty happy about that. But, it wasn't a quick weight loss. There was no extreme, nobody was giving me constant compliments or, oh my gosh, I see it, saw it come off. People that hadn't seen me in long stretches of time could tell, but, people that saw me every day, they weren't seeing me lose 2 or 3 pounds every other week kind of thing. It wasn't a noticeable thing. But I was happy because I was doing something finally that I can stick to. I'm not going to lose all this dramatic amount of weight and then turn right around and gain it all back. And that's what I'm trying to do now. So in the meantime, I met at a business networking function a lady named Rachel Gilmore. Hi Rachel, you're probably watching this. Great woman, lots of inspiring stories. She works with a company called Isagenix. And Isagenix is a company that does all sorts of things, doesn't necessarily focus on weight loss. There's plenty of stuff that they seem to do about weight loss, but they seem to focus more on just healthy living. And that's what I've been trying to go for. Like, I don't want to be all wrapped up in what the inches say, what the scale says. I want to focus on being healthy, and I feel that the scale and the inches are going to reflect that over time. So, the reason that I'm starting this video expose, this diary, whatever you want to call it, is because I, the other day, purchased the 30-day Isagenix cleansing package. Came in the mail on Thursday. I opened it up Friday, was going to bring it to work, brought my things to work, was going to, start on the program right on Friday. Unfortunately, I had a sister that was in town, and then I had an oyster roast at my house on Saturday, and brunch at my mom's house today, and excuse. Basically, I didn't stick to it. I tried on Friday, gave up, but in the morning, fresh start, gonna stick to it, and you guys will see how it goes. I'll keep you updated on what I'm thinking of the product, of how it tastes, how it's making me feel, how I do with the days that are called cleanse days, how I do with food cravings, how I do with just everything in general. So you see me now, you see all of this. Hopefully I can start showing some good effects of this as well, and just keep you posted on how it goes. Doing this as, hopefully encouragement to other people. Maybe you can follow along with me. Kind of encouragement to myself, forcing me to stick to it, forcing me to admit my failures, admit my defeats, and be excited in hopefully a successful journey. So with this Isagenix 30-day challenge that I'm doing, I'm not going to stick to this challenge forever. I'm not always going to be on this 30-day extreme, diet weight loss plan, but maybe I'll do 30 days now, get a good jump on the year, go back to eating just my shakes for lunch and having a healthier, smaller portion dinner. We'll see what I do, but it'll be nice to get kind of a kick. One thing I forgot to admit, I said I was down to 235. I had been down at my lowest last year to 235. And then of course Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's and all of that happened. Excuse. Back up to 245. So that's where I am now, 245. My goal for the year, I'd like to be back right at 200. I guess I'm not sure what else to say right now. Keep posted. I'll be trying to do this video kind of every other day, letting you know how everything's going, letting you know how I'm doing, letting you know if I'm failing, letting you know if I'm doing good. Again, just keep posted and see how I do. Thanks.